Andy, why do you think most businesses fail?
Normally it's just because the actual business idea itself is unsound in the beginning.
Really? It's almost like the foundations are not built on solid ground.
A lot of people have a lot of, what they think is a great idea, and they get right into it, when actually the business idea initially is flawed. Again, going back to looking at Dragon's Den, they'll spot a business idea as flawed, whereas the entrepreneur themselves won't.
You're too close to the coalface.
Well, because you've got confirmation bias on your own side, haven't you? In that you only see how it's going to work, it's going to work, it's going to work. So you've got to look at every business idea. Number one is, are you passionate about it? Most should be. Second one is, who is this for? Who is the market for? You've got to be very clear on who it's for. And then number three, you've got to go, okay, if this is who it's for, what are these people's problems that I'm going to solve? So they've got to have a problem that's urgent, it's got to be immediate, and they've got to want a solution for it. And you've got to create a world-class solution. A lot of people focus on marketing, they focus on, technology. The thing they should focus on first is, do I have something bloody world-class that I'm going to sell? Because then the marketing and the technology and the systems comes after us. You've got to first have something amazing to sell that people need, whether it's a service or a product, and then you've got to start building the business plan. What is the business model? How am I going to distribute this, sell it, get it out there? And the other thing people do, secondary, is they don't build a team. So what they do is they try to do it all themselves. They've got a to-do list that's this long, and they end up doing urgent tasks, but not important tasks. So what they end up doing is the entrepreneurs doing everything. They're doing so many low value tasks, they don't get around doing the high value tasks. And either they don't make enough money, or they make it, but they run out of momentum and steam because they almost drive themselves in the ground trying to do it. Look, there's a bet that every entrepreneur needs to make, and most people haven't made it. And that bet is, can I pay somebody else to do the low value tasks, to release me to do the high value tasks? And can I make the bet that I'll pay them less for the low value tasks than I'll make from doing only the high value task? If you win that bet, you've won the game. Because
estate agents, especially letting agents, really fall into this category, Andy. They pay themselves 50, 60, 70 grand a year, but they do jobs that someone on 15 or 20 grand should get paid. They are perfectionists. All letting agents seem to be perfectionists, to a point where it holds them back. Why do you think that is?
Control. A lot of people who are paying entrepreneurs in the first place do it because they want control. And that's okay, but ultimately, unless you give control away and trust people and build the team,
delegation,
you'll never scale. You'll never scale the business. Like I have my business, I don't ever go to my office. I've now got a managing director, I've got marketing, sales and everything else. I don't go, because if I go in, I'm going to fuck it up. I'm actually going to make it worse, because entrepreneurs are typically terrible at managing business. What they're actually better at is the entrepreneurial drive to create business. Most of them are just salespeople in effect. But being a salesperson and grow isn't necessarily the right thing. And your team will do better than you can anyway. They'll be better at the job in the end anyway.
But these letting agents think that nobody will do the job as well as they will. Is that a weakness, do you think?
Well, unless you employ somebody else, you'll never have any counter evidence, will you?
True. But what if they employ someone and they cock it up on the first time and they're not prepared to let the reins go?
Then they're crap at training or crap at selection.
You don't hold back, do you?
Right?
You learned your lesson there, guys.
Right. If somebody's not good, either you're not good at teaching them how to do what you do, or you're crap at selecting people.
Systemization and training.
Yeah, your best resource are people and systems. If you don't employ people and systems, you're just self-employed. You're not even a business owner.
Interesting there for all you letting agents out there. Learn from the master, Andy. Thanks very much. Cheers.